Hey, Laparinos, it's Avi from Of Science and Swords once again, and we have yet another unboxing from yet another new supplier. We were looking around for just some awesome accoutrements to find basically some realistic medieval type crowns, you know, nothing too fancy, something affordable without looking too junky. And we were finding nothing but wedding tiaras and what have, until we came across one particular company from Czech Republic who happened to make not just crowns, but a whole bunch of other really interesting, unique stuff that we haven't found from the suppliers. A lot of it is Scandinavian themed jewelry, and this box is at the wrong angle. But they've also got a whole bunch of, that is heavy. So much for the trolley. We've got a whole bunch of other interesting, unique products. Now, you've actually already seen the flaming torches. Well, regulars to our YouTube channel have already seen the flaming torches that we get from these guys. And if you went to Swordcraft Quest and noticed some of the more interesting jewelry that we had, like that hardened leather and semi-precious riverstones, you'd also have noticed that stuff as being a little bit different. But now we've gotten in some of their crowns and some of their armor as well. So, once again, more of the delightful flaming torches. These things are an absolute hit with the kids and the arsonists. Ooh. A lot of flaming torches. Remember the 5th of November. Remember the paraffin wax plot. Aha! Finally, we're getting stuff. Oh, what do we got first? It is, it's a Kabuto. I can be Kamen Rider. Okay, so. Come on. Out. One of the things that we have not been able to acquire from the more common LARP suppliers, such as Epic Armory or Mythalon, is proper Japanese style helmets. Now the reason for this is that most of the designs that you actually know and love are considered cultural artifacts by the Japanese State Department and therefore actually exist under copyright legislations. This one, however, I have no idea how they're getting away with, but they are. Oh, hold on, there's a tie string in the way. Unfortunately, it doesn't have a lining cap in it. It's meant to. Maybe the lining cap. Oh, there's one of the pieces of jewelry. Check that out. That is actually a hair clip. So you just sort of shove your hair through there and shove the little dealy bit through your hair. That's very cool. But yeah, it's supposed to have a lining cap. It might still actually just be at the bottom of the box because the helmets are supposed to come with them. This is a 63 centimeter circumference helmet, which would make it an extra large, which I'm amazed. We've actually found a helmet that's too big for my own head, but how do I look in the... Subarashi desu. Nyan! Giving it a quick go around. They've actually smoothed out the edges, so yeah, nothing sharp there. Even the pointy tine bits that are supposed to be like beetle jaws are the Kabuto beetle, which the helmet is named for. These are, yeah, that'd be fine on the field. And if you're hitting someone in the head hard enough that you pierce your own weapon on those things, I think that's just punishment. You deserve that if you're striking down on the head hard enough to, you know, pierce your own weapons there. But what else have we got? More torches! Do you like horses? We have, I love it. I will admit, I got this in not because I thought anyone would buy it, but just because I thought it'd be cool. It is actually a helmet for a horse. Nay, nay. They're known as a chanfron, for those of you that speak horse. And now every horse can be a unicorn. Alternatively, if you're really tall, you could use it as a greave. Oh, awesome. Just in time for the changeover where people need new kit. We've got this like epic Lion Gorget, and it comes with matching shoulder pieces. Check it out, everybody. Well, it's a little bit articulated. I was hoping it'd be fully articulated up and down, but the side-to-side motion is still going to be good. Same as with the Kabuto helmet, nicely rounded edges. You're not going to end up slashing yourself or other people's weapons on that. That's good. Whilst I don't have a measuring tape on me, that steel looks nice and thick, 1.1, maybe 1.2 millimeters. So, you know, definitely laughing great stuff. What else we got? Oh. This sort of thing really is my Christmas. I love these unboxing videos because when it's new stuff, you know, like most of the time, I legitimately am super. Why did I put my knife away? But yeah, so these are super cool. For a start, they're fully enclosed gauntlets. Which side is this one? This is the left hand. So these are known as Cromwell gauntlets. If you look up Cromwell Gauntlet online, you'll see a company that actually makes a whole bunch of hand protection for modern usage. It would be really funny if the glove inside actually was a Cromwell protective glove as well. It probably isn't because they're expensive. But I'm not sure if it's named for Thomas or Oliver Cromwell. They were both lawyers. King Henry executed Thomas Cromwell, beheaded him in fact. Probably just for being a lawyer, because you know how we feel about those. No, I'm sure they're all fine people. These gloves are definitely going to require a squire. I am having trouble getting... No, it's all right. It's all right. So the articulation's pretty good. They go well past the elbow, so if you've got a point system that sort of requires full enclosure, these are the gauntlets for you. They are, once again, yeah, cool. All good. I'm a bit greasy, but I'm not slashed, so if you've fallen over and you're trying to push yourself up, these are going to be a little bit problematic because like my hand stops there. I can't go all the way back like that, and I can't go like that. So, you know, I'd recommend learning how to get up off the ground without using your hands. But yeah, like fully enclosed. Once again, we're looking at, actually, this is a little bit thicker. This might actually even be 16 gauge steel, which would be pretty cool. These might be SCA grade. What else we got? Ooh, crowns. You know what? I'll put them aside later. We can do those in just a second. I have found the lining caps for the helmets and some weird little iron stabby pick in there, which, you know, we can get into that because we got another helmet. So, just in time for the Venators to no longer be a thing at Swordcraft, I've managed to get in a Winged Hussar helmet. Yay, timing. You know what, bugger it, we're going back to the knife, guys. Oh, I love it. That's a little bit stabby. So if you decide that you want one of these Winged Hussar helmets, you may want to file off or blunt out the nose part. So, check it out. Ooh, I'm Moist von Lipwig delivering your mail. Yay! You might have noticed the holes in the wings. It does make the helmet look like it was made out of a beaten colander, but they actually have a point. For real. Basically, as the Hussars would ride into battle really fast on their charging steeds, these little holes would catch the wind and make the helmet sound like they were shrieking. So if you had like a couple hundred of them, you just basically have this huge banshee force with wings on horses running at you. And, you know, if you were an ignorant peasant and you saw a whole bunch of, you know, warriors on Pegasi, you'd probably shit your pants. Oh. And the last thing that's still in the box, some more gauntlets. Now these ones are super, super tough. These are just elongated wrist gauntlets. But They are made out of 1.5 mil thick steel, according to the description. Let's get one out and have a closer look. Wow. Yeah, you can definitely see how thick that is. Well, I hope you can. It's meant to be a fairly high-def camera. So yeah, just a sort of little catch button on the side. Yeah. Makes it much easier to get into than the Cromwell Gauntlet. Self-squiring. Yeah, that's super easy to get into. The articulation is about the same as the Cromwell Gauntlet. I got a little bit more on fingers and a little bit less in the wrist, but these look boss. Check that out. Sadly, I have a feeling they're quite pointy. Like, they're not sharp enough to slash me, but that really does hurt. And I think if you were to sort of just like brush past and you snag someone's weapon on these, it's tearing them up. So chances are these will not get approved for use on a LARP field, which, you know, it's a bit unfortunate, but at 1.5 mil steel, they're not really LARP quality gauntlets anymore. Like, these are, we like to call them brick dusters around here, because if your wrist can support it, you can chip bricks with gauntlets like these. We've already got a pair of clamshell mittens over there of a similar grade steel. And they're really good for people who are into SCA and HEMA, and potentially even Battle of Nations. Shout out to Team Kraken. So, last but not least, let's check out those crowns. It's very undignified, just wrapping up all this royalty in plastic. But, you know, such are modern times, right? I think Lordy had a song about it.
Should be velour.
Yes, we should get some velour, Captain Ash, you're right. This is just embarrassing at this point. Like, I cannot get through all of this plastic. In the end, our toughest magnets did nothing to defeat him, but he was brought down by the sharp pointed stick. You know what, guys? We might actually do the crowns for another video. This is a little bit embarrassing. But yeah, so this is a small selection of the new armor that we are able to get in from Wolfland. They've got a whole bunch of other recreational historical stock in multiple grades. And honestly, like, we actually picked them up as a supplier originally because they made really, really nice Viking torques. And the crowns, which I unfortunately cannot show you. But that's a story for another time. We'll see you on the battlefield.